everyone out there. This is another episode of Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing, the Holiday Edition. And I am your host, Darth Tuba. And we are continuing our exploration of the LEGO Advent Calendar. Last episode we did days 1 through 6. And today we're going to get ready to open up, if I can count correctly, 7 through 12. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous one, but my Lego collecting has been limited. I started off when Legos and Star Wars combined franchises and started producing sets. I was totally in. I collected everything. I collected every single item that came out. Of course, back then there were little items. If they did a land speeder, or they did an X-wing, or they did things of that nature. Then when episode 1 came out, they started doing episode 1 items and things of that nature. So I kept up with it pretty well. And then they started coming out with these elite, huge 500-piece Rebel blockade runner, gigantic Darth Maul, bust of his head, and things that were hundreds and hundreds of dollars, thousands and thousands of pieces. And I just kind of shrugged my shoulders and said, there's only so many things we can collect. And not only do I not really have the funds for that, but the money for that. But I still love the whole Lego idea. I grew up with Legos just as a normal play set type of thing. And the combine the Star Wars and Lego ideas was just fantastic. So I loved being able to have some of those minifigs like the ones that we opened up last week. I can't get over, though, how collectible these are nowadays and how people make custom versions and all sorts of things. It's really quite incredible. But enough talk. Let's continue on and open up our 7 through 12 days. Now, I will say that I have already done it, and I put them together just in the interest of saving time. You don't need to see me struggling to put little tiny Legos together. So I'm going to leave the ones I've already released out in the front, and I'm going to kind of turn this way so I can kind of get to my days and see what I'm doing here. So we are continuing on with day 7, which is out here. And looks like day 7 we have looks like they took a snowman. Again, I'll follow this video with some quick photos so you can see. A little snowman with a little snowtrooper head and a little gun to actually shoot something there on the bottom. So that's kind of cute. So we'll put him over in the Hoth section. That's one nice thing about these Advent Lego calendars is that they do have a holiday theme. Not every single day, but occasionally they kind of work up to them, so it's neat. I have 3 or 4 of these sets, and unfortunately, I think in my head I'm going to put them out for Christmas the next year, but then they come out with a new one, so there's only so much room that one has. So I haven't decided yet what I want to do with them. I have a couple of ideas though, on how to display them. Okay, let's moving on. The 8th day leading up to. Can I get him? Yes, I can get him. Okay. Looks like this is a Laserdisc cannon, I suppose. Laser cannon. Okay. This reminds me a little bit of back in the 80s when they came out with those mini rigs. Kenner came out with these ships that weren't on screen. They were theoretically off screen, but one of the things that they did release was a Laserdisc, which was on screen, and it was a cute little play set. It was tiny, and it would fit next to a figure. And they've since released other ones like that, but that's pretty cool. Okay, 9th day. By the way, at first I wasn't quite sure if we were supposed to go backwards or forwards. Are we counting down the days? Are there 24 days left, 23 days left? But I do believe that the proper way, at least the way this calendar is set up, is you start on December 1st, December 2nd, December 3rd. You treat it like that type of calendar. Okay, so we got 7, we got 8. So now we're moving on to day 9. There, day 9. Where's my day 9? There's my day 9. Oh, looks like we got another minifig. I gotta double check, but I think they've come out with quite a few minifigs for this set. This looks like a Hoth Trooper. What's really cool about the Hoth Trooper is it comes with goggles, but the goggles you can either put over the. I chose to put the goggles on his on his face, but it looks really cute. But you can also put them just over his. I think they're meant to be over the head, just like over the helmet, just like that you see them wearing. But we'll put him on the other side of the little Laserdisc. Good. All right, moving on. 7, 8, 9. Next comes 10. Oh, but now we have a... I believe this is a Republic, not a Star Destroyer, but it's the precursor to the Star Destroyer. So a Republic ship. Of course, not quite looking as menacing in little tiny mini Lego form. But I have to say, I really like how they can, they create, just using kind of standard Legos, something that looks pretty cool like that. So we'll land them in Naboo right there. All right, very good. Almost done with this one, and we got number 11. Number 11, if I can just reach gently. Oh yes, we have what looks like a Trade Federation tank. Okay, now I'm liking that they are throwing some love to the prequels here. It seemed to me that when Disney bought Lucasfilm, we're going to put the Trade Federation again on Naboo. When Disney bought Lucasfilm, and there was The Force Awakens, and everything leading up to The Force Awakens, it just seemed like they were distancing themselves a crazy amount with the with that purchase, with that mass, the merger, if you will. And they all of a sudden, first thing, they canceled Clone Wars, the cartoon series, which I thought was a really good cartoon series. All of a sudden, in Disney World, the hyperspace hoopla and the Star Wars Weekends gets canceled. And it just seemed like a lot of prequel stuff or things that were prequel characters and prequel situations were featured heavily, seemed to go to the wayside and disappear. And as someone who loved both the original trilogy and the prequels, I was a little concerned about that. I felt like, as I've mentioned in previous videos, I love the prequels. I love every moment of every second of them. There are moments, no, I don't. There are things that I don't like, but far more than that, I love. I mean, it's just a great story. It's more mythos, it's more characters, it's more ships, it's more story, it's more music, it's more everything. To me, that's a good thing. So to reduce it back to just the prequel, just the original trilogy, made me a little bit just nervous. I wouldn't say upset or angry, just nervous. So I'm liking that. I'm seeing it. I think maybe that was just a marketing plan to really focus on The Force Awakens, because that was a follow-up to Return of the Jedi. So now that that's come and gone, it seems like they're now kind of dancing around everything. So it's good. It's all good. All right, and we got all the way through 11. So our last one, number 12 for this video, we have again, speaking of prequels, this looks like some type of a tank. I think it's a separatist tank, a droid tank. And again, we'll kind of land this in Naboo right now. Okay, so that's about half of the items that are for leading up to the holiday itself of Christmas. So that's really great. I can't get over how much I love the Advent calendar. It's like getting 24 little Lego sets as a present, and it's great for budget-minded people. I believe this was around $30, which, when you consider, that's like $1 for each, this is just a little more than $1 for each thing. I don't know, I think that's a pretty good deal. And as I said, we haven't even gotten through it all. We already got 1, 2, 3, 4 minifigs. 5 if you count Mr. Snowman there. And Snowman Snowtrooper. That's pretty good. It's pretty fun. So, anyway, if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. We have plenty more coming. We're on YouTube, DarthTuba, 2 words. You can also follow me on Twitter @DarthTuba, or email me darthtuba77@gmail.com. Please spread the word, folks. Anybody who's watching this, I know that when these things start off, they start off with friends, they start off with family, and just general people that might just stumble across unboxing videos. If you like what you're seeing, please like it and share it so that more people can get to know it. I just love sharing these ideas and sharing my thoughts on them. Anybody who wants to, chime in and comment, please keep the comments clean, though. Thank you. Anything not, I'm gonna end up just removing. But yeah, I appreciate feedback, and as I said, this is just something I'm doing to kind of save some room and share my love of the wars, as they say on certain places. radio. I'm talking to you. You guys are awesome. And that's pretty much it for today. Okay, so there'll be more videos coming. But until then, may the force be with you, and happy holidays.